Hello, monkey friends. Hope everybody had a great Monday today. Back with an update on the project. The chart is looking good still in the accumulation zone around 1.3 million. It's in that range, 1.2 to 1.6 million, and it's holding there strong. The base is getting stronger, and we've all had more time to DCA and increase our positions. So the chart's looking good. We're just waiting for that big news to send this thing. We did have some great news today. So let's look at that. If we head over to X, this is probably the big news today. Introducing MEXC Mondays. This is from the main Pumpfun account. We're excited to partner with MEXC to list a new Pumpfun ecosystem coin every Monday. It's time to help grow and accelerate core Pumpfun coins and communities. For week one, we're proud to list Trencher Broadcasting Company. And so we know this project, it's a good project, launched on Pumpfun, and it's been part of many pump folios, as is Monke. And I like how Pumpfun said to accelerate core Pumpfun coins and communities. And so we know Monke's been on that pump folio list for a while. Alon bought a bag, and so on and so forth. So core Pumpfun coins and communities, I think that does include Monke. And every Monday there's going to be a new listing. So Monke listing could be coming. And I think there's a good chance it's coming just because of how strong the community is. And we've talked about this over the last couple months, how there's no major listings for Monke yet on these exchanges. And so I think there's a good chance we get listed on MEXC, which is a huge exchange. And just to have a look at the potential impact, if you look at TBC here, and let's look back at this. This was at about 9 a.m. my time here. And you can see here on the chart, 9 a.m. on the 8th here, if I can get it, is right about there. There's 10, about 2 million. You can see it candled right after that. It candled all the way up to almost 6 million, 5.8, 5.7 million. So it's almost a 3x just right after that news of the listing. So it doesn't always happen that way, but usually there's a good pump related to the listing because then normies and retail, they can buy it more easily. And a lot of folks still have money on the exchanges, and not everybody understands how DeFi works and all that. So this just makes it a lot more accessible. And plus, it's a lot of impressions. If you look here, 281,000 impressions for this post from Pumpfun, getting the name out there even more of Monke. Hopefully, whenever we get listed. So that makes Mondays definitely more exciting. Each Monday, they're going to list something. So I don't know how long this is going to go on for, but each Monday. So looking forward to next Monday and the Monday after that, and so on and so forth. So this is incredibly bullish news here. Looking at some other posts, Fatihcrypto, long-term holder, says Monke will be the greatest meme of the year. Jeets will cry, faders will regret Monke coming to rule the jungle. I completely agree here. Monke's going to be at the top of the list when it comes to memes. And just absolutely amazing that you can still buy it at just over 1.3 million. Just really a unique opportunity. It doesn't come along all the time. And I kind of want to talk about how great an opportunity is for Monke, in my opinion, is when you look at mindshare. There's this post here. I think it's some sort of AI bot, but it says an increase in mindshare for Monke is being registered. The signal is not tied to a specific event, but rather a coordinated narrative push emphasizing resilient community and a solid price floor. So it talked about increase in mindshare. I think we kind of know what mindshare is, but Investopedia says mindshare is a marketing term that describes the amount of consumer awareness or popularity surrounding a particular product, idea, or company. So you can see CT's noticing the increase in mindshare for Monke, right? We're all over the timelines. We're posting as much as we can. The lead account's active and everyone's working their bags. So the mindshare is increasing here. but the market cap has not yet. And that's what you're looking for, is where the mind share's there, the community's there, everything's there for a higher market cap, but the market cap just hasn't caught up yet. That's what you're looking for in an investment, in my opinion. You're looking for that imbalance there where the mind share is a lot greater than the price. So that's one of the reasons I'm super bullish on Monke. Then imagine if we get a listing on one of these exchanges. I think that might be the catalyst that sends it, because remember, the floor's in, the foundation's solid, only believers left, and so we just need those bigger buys to start coming in. And I think the mind share helps with these potential whale buys that are going to come in. And we have people liking our posts, interacting with us. We've got all of these big accounts that are interacting with Monke. And I think if you don't have that mind share, even if you get some big buys, it's not going to break out, or not going to break out as hard. But when you have that mind share, everyone's heard of Monke. If Monke gets on the volume leaderboards on Dex Screener or anywhere else, it's going to spread, right? And it's going to be that multiplier and set off a chain reaction. So I'm holding on to my position. I'm DCAing as much as possible. Been able to do that a lot, which has been great. And so I'm holding on. To me, it's crazy not to hold on, see if we get the listing, see what happens at the very least. So I'm excited for that. Another couple posts underneath that, Yenni and Jeets both posted, and so did Mia, about maybe Monke being included on one of these Mondays. And so I'm super excited about that. Pumpfun also posted this, again, continuing the theme of bag working. Had this funny post: explain this gap in your resume. Dog, I was working my bags. So again, there's that emphasis on bag working and those types of communities, the cult communities, which we have in Monke. So this is extremely bullish. The more of this stuff we see on CT, the more people are going to understand that's where this is going, and that's going to make our stuff run even harder. This is really cool. Party hats, I'll link to it in the post, but they had this great video here with great drawings, and it prominently included Monke here, as you can see, which is really cool. So thanks to that project for that, and great job on this video. Check it out. I'll put a link in here. The autistic retardio says, I'll take the risk and will hold Monkey Cousins. Who's with me? Make some noise. So I like this post because it talks about the risk, and I want to mention I'm also holding, because there's risk, of course, like with any project, but the potential reward far outweighs the risk, in my opinion, for the reasons I talked about before. So I'm excited about it. And I think at these levels here, Monke essentially, we always say it's free, basically, right? Meaning there's at least a 2x here, right? For even the paper hands who aren't here for the long term, you know, if you hold a month, maybe you get a 2x or something like that, or even a couple weeks, and it's a good play. Now, I personally wouldn't ever sell at a 2x from here at all, right? I mean, I think we're going so much higher. So, but there's some people who are more short-term minded, and even with those folks, there's some potential gains here. So keep up the good work out there. Keep on working our bags. Don't forget to follow the main Monkey Soul _ account, and let's keep on promoting that account's stuff. Following, reposting, leaving comments, and we're going to make it. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.